We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tirico and Greg Olsen. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go from Raymond James Stadium. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. First and 10 from the 38-yard line. Right to the air to open this one up. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 4. They'll throw out of the gun. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. And he is very close to the first down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. He's got his man complete. That's Judy. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game. They convert on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
No chance at all. He'll go down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck. for this pass rush.
And that is incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Back, hook it, 19.
They run with the argument. It's Bucky Irving. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
7-5, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now they'll set up to throw. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Warriors, 19 strikes, 79 Broncos.
Back to throw. Intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Horn.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. They bring the tight end in motion. Now, faking the give. Flush to his right. He's going to let this one go deep. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. Here now, 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He's going to try it here again. That's hard. And he will go all the way. Cuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Panthers.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Now the try for an extra point. And he misses the extra point. No good, and this will remain a 6-0 game. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll bring it out to the 20. Yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
fizzle. Like young and summer thought my fizzles. Yeah, they know what's up. Cause I never gave up. All I know is gonna get this damn bread. Don't go against the grain, they taking off the damn heads. I'm running up this door, I almost broke my damn head. Got her broke, they damn near. Them little mama better.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Come on, Buffalo 18, 60 Vikings.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25.
Complete to George Pickens. First and 10.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. The Panthers off to the early advantage. We'll have more from Tampa after this.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. On the move left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Ready, set. Trap 60, trap 60. Here we go. 19, 18, 6, come back.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. John Franklin Myers taking him down for the first sack of this new campaign. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. And that is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones, and so a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get this ball, holding on through contact with the ground, and it's a big-time play.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Vita Vea working his way in to register his first sack of the new season.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
19 tight. Come on.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
A gain of 17 yards.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game.
First and 10
Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. They'll come up here First and 10. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Moving to his left. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Mustang 19. Ready.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they get the fourth down decision.
First and 10 now from the 36.
That's up
Cut 19. Cut 19.
First down.
19
First
right.
and 10 at the 36.
They'll look to throw again. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Panthers have it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
First down, Panthers.
To the air now on first and 10. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And this will be incomplete. Chuba Hubbard, the man he was looking for. And it'll lead to a second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
And he's going to be stopped well short of the first down. Gain of 6, but it brings up fourth down. On comes the punter now, as he is on to punt for Carolina. Trying to be a little too perfect there and hit right at the goal line. Continues into the end zone. It's a touchdown. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
70 Rangers. 70.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
7 Pirates. Warriors. 19 tight. 19, 18, Rattler. 18, go.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Hold the ready.
Brings up third down and
50 Bobcats. 50 Bobcats. 60 Maverick. 60, 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Panther 11. Panther 11.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Chap 60, Panther 60, Panther 60. 19 Lions.
They'll look to throw yet again. Now pass deep for McLaurin. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Merritt. So we reached the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
On the ground, it's Irvin. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good. First down.
He'll get this out to the left side. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
Dragon 60, 79 Broncos. 70 Rays, Cup 19. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. Will swing this out wide to Irving. And he is out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage, so they're going to end up losing a couple yards. Not a good first down.
On the jump.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
This one is complete. It's Pickens. And he's in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver who not only made the grab, but returned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. He'll try again here. Second and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Out to his right. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
This is a situation where you just have to be a little bit more decisive with the ball in your hand. I mean, at some point, it's got to come out. You cannot continue to stress your protection.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Vita Vea, starting the season with a bang. His second sack in the season opener. And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backs up as it is touchdown inside the 10.
60 bicep.
They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 25. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
Panther 11.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
19 Lions. Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught! And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here's first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
19 tight.
Back to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Alex Highsmith. The defense comes up with the big play, and the pick 6 changes all the momentum. New leader in this one with that touchdown.
Mike, this is one of those plays at the end they're going to look back on and say that play changed the game. Not only do you create the turnover, you take it back the other way, and now you find yourself with the lead here in the second half.
Point after, coming up here. And this one is no good. He missed the extra point in this tight game. Boy, that could come to be a big factor as this second half rolls along. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
25-yard line.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Hey.
They'll run with Irvin. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up the 5.
Ready, get.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
19. Tag. 18. Rough. 18. Cardinal. 8. Go.
Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
Stephanie. 19. Charge.
The RPO. This one to McLaurin. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Now, screen set up for Irvin. Into space. And he's into the end zone. Bucky Irvin. Touchdown Buccaneers. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown. I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And off the deflection, it is taken in. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 7 and 6. That's a 26-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 6 now from the 26. Now, faking the give. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. They need one right now. 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. And that is incomplete.
As I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
Ready?
They're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. Oh, he's got a man open, and it's caught. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Eric Flurry. Touchdown, Tampa. Head coach, two fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point. Go for two. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack two boys onto their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He finds McMillan downfield. It's caught. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Panthers, first down. It's a gain of 25 yards.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a blowout.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll look to throw. That one knocked away. And it's incomplete. General McMillan was the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, set. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Panther 11, take over.
He'll look to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
First down.
Back to the air one more time. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
It's 2nd down and goal.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. Over the top. He's got it. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision, down 8, going for 2.
So they decided to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Panther 11, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Here's a designed run. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. The Panthers will take their first timeout. Talk things over before third down. He's got his man. It's Pickens.
Ready?
First and 10.
19 Tigers. Let's go now. 18, 19 tight. 18, 5, trap 60, trap 60.
They'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. And even 3 yards.
Ready?
On first down, here's Irving. And he will carry his offense to the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line, a pickup of 9.
Ready, ready.
Down at the 12. It's first and 10.
Go.
And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second. And they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
A quick throw, going to be caught by Pickens. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Come on, come on. Ready?
To the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long.
60, Dragon, 60 Bobcat, 60. Let's go. Go.
He'll let this go for Pickens. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. Here's first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but it's out of bounds, says the official who was right there. Not the most accurate pass. It's incomplete, and it's second down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down. He'll air it out down the middle. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Max Melton. A big hole.